Now we would be installing the core element which we need for doing visual analytics in R. So the package of our choice is Rattle. So what we would do is I would have to install this package. So we would go in packages, click on install, type over here Rattle. You'd see something which is populated over here. We'll click on Rattle. This would be by default check mark. You have to keep it as it is, and then you would have to say and install. Now this would do a sequence of installations of different modules depending upon the speed of your machine. It will take more time or less time, and the internet speed, obviously, that is also an important factor. So let's just wait for this sequence to get completed. This doesn't mean that the whole package is conclusively installed. This is the bare shell of the Rattle package. Apart from this also, as we go ahead and as we start using the menu options, we would see that our RStudio would prompt us that we need to install further more additional packages basis how we explore the menus. So for example, if we want to pull out the data from an Excel sheet, we want to use a package within Rattle, there might be a need that certain additional packages would be required, and at that time the system will prompt us. We just need to click on the button and it will be auto downloaded and installed. The bare essential would be installed now when we are doing it for the first time. You are seeing that it's showing a red. That means it's still processing it, so we will have to have some patience and wait for some time. So it's still working in the background. Okay, so the installation has finished. We might face certain challenges with regards to the version numbers and all those things, but we'll see as and when the problem occurs. We'll try to solve those problems. So now let's try to call this. So we'll say library Rattle. Okay, so once we do that, it will prompt us that Rattle is a free graphical interface for data science with R, version 5.3. Okay, and it says that you have to type Rattle. So it's basically a window function. You have to call this function. So you'll say Rattle with the parenthesis and you press enter. Okay, we got our first error. So we'll have to install this package, right? So let's do that over here. Just going to mention dependencies is equal to true. Okay, so we're getting a warning again and again that the R tools required to build R packages, it's a different version. It's not compatible with the current version of R because we have downloaded the latest version of R. Okay, for that reason it's not compatible. Let's see if it still works. It says this package is successfully installed. Okay, let's try to call it again. Okay, so it's saying install GTK and we'll say a yes. The later part of this would be quite easy, but the initial setup is where we'll have to be a little careful. Okay, so this is your prompt. It obviously it says that the package Cairo device is required to enable. As I said, that as and when the Rattle module as such sees that there is some package which is still not installed or its dependencies is not installed, it will ask us, it will prompt us, and all we need to do is just say yes. So you can see in the background it is installing it, right? So right now what we are doing is we are now using the Rattle data miner, okay, and it's in turn calling the RStudio, which in turn is calling R. Okay, so this is about the base installation of Rattle.